All right, 13 minutes after 7 o'clock right now. Time to check on the things trending online this morning. Things. Ryan PC Trimble braving the girl power show.
Yes, thank you.
Girl half hour.
Thank you for letting me in. I appreciate it.
Did we let him in?
I don't know.
You just kind of showed up.
But
you do every day.
So. It's like Mean Girls. You can't sit with us, Ryan.
I ignored the No Boys Allowed sign on the studio.
No, you're allowed.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, we're not mean girls. We want to hear what you have to say.
Awesome. Well, I'd like to talk about what I have to say, so here we go. So Game 2 of the 2014 World Series has now come and gone. And once again, I think I could hear our dear Bob Bonner screaming at the television all the way across town, but this time in a good way, because as you said earlier, good things do come to those who wait. Royals fans have waited 29 years for last night after spiting the Giants a solo home run in the top of the first. Kansas City tied it in the home half, took the lead in the second, then blew the game open with a royal flush in the sixth to even the series at 1 game each after a 7-2 win. Now, Billy Butler sparked the rally with an RBI single. He later scored on a Sal Perez 2-run double. Omar Infante capped the inning with a 2-run jack, sending the Giants packing for the left coast. And I sound like I know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea.
No idea. It's like reading something in a foreign language. Today's a travel day, which means an early bedtime for Bob Bonner. Games 3, 4, and 5 are in San Fran beginning on Friday. And if needed, the series will head back to Kansas City Tuesday for the 6th game.
Bob, definitely a happy guy.
Absolutely.
This morning.
Yeah.
And what's good is you don't want it to be, no one wants to watch a World Series that's sort of like nothing to watch.
Yeah.
So the fact that they came back, the night before they lost 7-1, and today last night they won 7-2. So you know, it seems like a more even playing field a little bit, I think.
And you know, I don't watch sports too much, but baseball is one of my favorite sports. If I had to sit down and watch one, I love watching baseball.
Yeah, I like watching baseball.
I do too. It's even more fun to be at the games.
Yes,
absolutely.
Definitely.
I grew up just outside of Raleigh, and we used to go to Carolina Mudcats games in Zebulon all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
I usually try to go see the Braves, which, not right now.
But
maybe next year.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm hoping.
Crush fingers.
Yes.
So Halloween now is about a week away, which is insane to me. And advertisers are really tapping into all that fun, spoopy energy in the lead up to it. And IKEA Singapore did just that with this ad, which I love. It spoofs a very famous scene from one of my favorite horror films. Well, if you didn't see it in the prompter, I was going to ask you to guess, but do you know what it is?
Yes.
Yes.
This is one of my favorite movies, too.
Is it? That's so awesome. I love The Shining. But instead of Danny finding the Grady twins at the end of the hallway, he finds his parents. And this is just such a great ad. And it's such a... It was funny. I watched a comparison. It's almost exactly the scene from The Shining. Right up until I think this is the corner.
He's got a much longer ride. It's a
little bit long. Have you ever been in an
There's
IKEA?
The hallway. Okay.
You know, I have absolutely no idea what this is because I am not a fan of scary
You know
stuff.
what? I'm not either, but I think I must have watched this as a teenager. So, maybe today I would opt not to watch it. But there they are.
There they are, yeah.
I remember in high school, a group of friends and I, they were like, oh, let's go to the movies, and it was called Halloween. And I was like, oh, okay, like a fun movie, with pumpkins and ghosts. And no, I went out of that place crying.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
The thing is, you can watch those movies now, the ones that were actually made in the 80s, and you go,
you giggle.
What? Yeah. You're kind of like, why did that scare me? It's just not even real looking.
The thing I love about The Shining, though, is that it's not like gory. It's very psychological and like it gets to you. And it's my sister and I, Megan. Hi, Megan. I know she's not watching. She doesn't live here. But hi, Megan. We will stop whatever we're doing and watch The Shining if it's on TV.
Oh, cool.
It's so good. You should check it out.
That's really smart of the advertisers to kind of tie that in with Halloween because, I mean, people are going to see that and they're going to want to watch the whole commercials. See who's doing it.
Exactly.
See what's at the end.
See what's at
that
the
long
end.
ride. It keeps trucking.
Yeah.
How long is that commercial?
It was a good, solid minute and a half.
Yeah, because I feel like we were just talking for a long time, and it just
watching
ended.
It pulls you in, that's for sure. We've got another movie reference.
I was going to say,
Yes, well, hoverboards, it's kind of like a futuristic little thing. Until now, some people are actually putting the dream to the test, and
so cool.
they've created this little hoverboard in Northern California. Greg and Jill Henderson, they're working on the latest effort to bring these futuristic hoverboards to life. So they've concocted, I guess it's noisy, they say it's noisy, but it's a magnetic skateboard that can float above copper. So I'm guessing now that I'm reading this a second time and kind of watching the video back and forth again, because we were saying it doesn't even look like they're floating.
No.
It must be that very tiny little cushion of air because of the magnetic properties there.
Well, they're sort of, you know, comparing it to the Back to the Future movie, and I mean, he was airborne.
That one was a lot more, but this one's so neat because
I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I don't mean to. You
know, no, I
be
agree.
A downer.
It's a start.
It's a start. That's what I was gonna say.
Hey, but I think they're smart having those helmets and the elbow pads, because we were saying I could get a hoverboard and like go from the weather center to the wall.
That's so cool.
That would like save my feet.
Maybe there's little straps, little foot straps on it. You know.
Well, but what if you're attached to it?
Yeah. You're doomed.
Oh well.
Think about that. Because I ride my scooter to work, and you know, if something goes weird, I can bail and I can jump off it. But if you're strapped to it, then you're done.
Yeah, surfboards, skateboards, I don't do any of that. I don't do any of that. I stay on the ground, except I do like roller coasters.
Oh gosh.
There you go. But then you're just sitting like it's taking
you.
you.
It's taking you on a ride. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
But speaking of roller coasters, I guess that's a good segue to weather.
There we go.
If
quick
we have
weather.
time for it.
We have quick weather. Yeah,
we're taking a roller coaster ride of some temperatures. Hey, what a good segue there. Still cool and breezy though. And we are going to see the temperatures warm up though into the weekend. So there are those forecast headlines for you. We'll have the 7-day after the break.